TJ Dillashaw publicly responds on Instagram to his failed drug test history with USADA. On episode 128 of Below the Belt, Brendan Schaub weighs in on TJ Dillashaw's situation. So let's listen in.
Awesome. All right. MMA. TJ Dillashaw finally made a statement about his failure.
I was at Legoland and I saw you posting. I'm like, fuck, I want to hear this. But these fucking ninjutsu characters won't shut the fuck up.
Ninjago.
All right, what do you got?
Do you want to play? Or you want me to just kind of give you
I'd
a
like to
breakdown?
see it.
All right. Oh, shit.
I messed up. I'm having a hard time trying to forgive myself for this, which I should have a hard time. I should have a hard time forgiving myself. I understand criticism and scrutiny coming my way. But what I really feel bad about is any kind of bad light I'm bringing on my coaches, my family, my teammates.
Family.
They had no involvement in this, and I feel the worst for them. You know, I got a 15-month-old son that I want to be a role model for. I'm sure there's a lot of other kids out there as well too. You know? It's tough. But I got to man up to what I did. You know, I accepted all penalties. I didn't try and fight this thing. I'm going to sit for the next 2 years. As of January 18th.
God, 2 years.
I'm allowed to come back.
Well, he has shoulders, so that kind of helps.
No, that doesn't help.
Comeback is got shoulder surgery yesterday. My right shoulder. 2 months later, I'm getting my left one done. I had a torn rotator cuffs and labrums for the last 2.5 years I've been dealing with. But it'd be nice to get those healed up to come back. I've had people telling me I should just disappear and let this stuff die out. Let this thing die out for the next 2 years and just disappear. But,
That's what Chad Mendes did. It's a tight move. I was like, wait.
Head first. Show my son that when you make a mistake, face it to his face, you know? Don't run from it. Trust me, I'd love to run away and go hide in the cave for the next 2 years and continue to grow out this shitty beard. Yeah, man, it's been weighing on me. Like I said, it should. This is who I am. I'm a fighter. And I'm about to fight my way through this one. I want to apologize to, I've already apologized, but I want to apologize to my fans, anyone I've let down, obviously my family, my coaches, my teammates. Can't say sorry enough for stuff that you're dealing with.
Man, I'd love to get an interview. I need to text him. I'd love to get an interview with him and be like, why did you do it? Like, where, at what point did you start doing it? Why did you do it? Because I've seen TJ in the gym. His skill level is higher than everyone's. So he's the best guy in the gym. At what point did you have a lack in confidence in yourself where you thought you had to take EPO? His cardio's stupid. It was stupid mean ridiculously good. It's always been good. So at what point did you think that you need to do this to compete with these guys? And why? It'd be interesting to see what he says.
Specifically EPO.
Yeah, 2 years ago, yeah.
No one knows right now, like, if he's been on it because he's known for his cardio and his endurance. So people are speculating that
the problem is, of course, people are going to do that. But, this is the only reason why he's good at fighting. This is the only reason why he's good at wrestling or his cardio is good. No, he's 135 pounds. His cardio is going to be good no matter what, especially with his fighting style. Now, did EPO help? For sure. But when you've been wrestling since you're 4 years old at his level, your cardio is going to be fucking good. At what point, let's say he did it 6 years ago, at what point did you think you needed that, especially EPO, at what point did you think you needed that to compete at the highest level? Because there's a lot, even at sleeping in hyperbaric chambers and at elevation, that gives you a shitload of red blood cells. So EPO forces your body to make more red blood cells, so there's more oxygen in your body, so you can go for cardio enhances your cardio. So let's say you inject. Tell me the difference between this, Chin. Let's say you inject EPO, right?
Yeah.
And you and I are gonna fight, and we have 8 weeks to fight, and you start injecting EPO at 8 weeks, and we both live in California, and I go, I want more red blood cells. Now I'm not justifying what TJ did. I'm just saying this is the USADA is. It's just weird. The world we live in is weird. So let's say you start injecting EPO, we fight in 8 weeks. I take my camp to Colorado Springs in Colorado at the highest elevation. And because I'm at a high elevation, my body is forced to make more red blood cells. And then so I have an advantage there. So before we fight, I fly back down to sea level, but my body is still consumed at the elevation of those red blood cells. What's the difference?
I think that's like GNC supplements versus like hardcore steroids.
Why are they the same?
If it got you to the same level, then there's a good argument there. But I don't think it gets you to the same level.
They can get you pretty similar. Saying it's weird when it comes to EPO.
There's even more to this stuff too.
And I've told you guys too. The thing that bothers me with this is EPO is not like it's not a gateway steroid. It's not like the weed of drugs. It's not the weed of steroids. EPO is some serious shit. You better know what you're doing. It's black belt level shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
What else were you gonna say, Jay?
Well, it goes to the next event. So, since he popped for EPO, and Nowitzki said that sometimes you can have like stuff left over from 10 years ago. Depends on how they stored it, if they wanted to store it. So since he popped for it, they can go back and test him like you said you didn't want them to do before.
But they can test. But USADA's been 2 years. How long has USADA been with him? They can only take his samples from when USADA's been.
So even if it's from like the water labs or whatever they were doing before. Yeah.
See, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah. And
I'm sure me and Rogan could get on it today. I'm on JRE today. I'm sure we'll get it because he goes, test them all as much as you can. I'm like,
So if they find it again in another sample, like from years back, because right now, remember we thought that he tested like 2 years ago. It's actually December of last year that they tested again. And they found it for some reason. They didn't find it before.
Because they couldn't. They didn't have the capabilities.
So there's that. If they find another sample back in, whatever, they can actually punish him again on top of what he has right now.
Really?
Yeah.
So he has a 2-year ban. But he's only been caught once, right?
Yeah.
So they catch
December one's so close.
So December. So they've caught him once.
Yeah, they consider that once.
Okay. So let's say they go back to 2 years ago.
Exactly.
They catch him again. What if they go back to 3 years ago and they catch him again?
They could ruin his whole
So is he
career.
suspended for life?
He could
if
be.
He tests 3 times.
Yeah. He could be suspended
That's
so many
stupid.
years.
That's fucking stupid.
I don't know. That's a tricky one.
But is it illegal if you can't test for it? Like the test back then, you can test for it. So then does that make it?
But you still did it.
Yeah,
It's illegal
you're still cheating
Like
back
I'm
then.
I'm sure he could get a lawyer and sue, so they couldn't suspend him for life. But if they can go back there, man, I'm telling you, you're going down a bad hole, man. You're going down a fucking rabbit hole you don't want to find out shit about. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good.
A lot of fighters pop.
The entire foundations of the UFC will be crushed. The entire foundation of the UFC. If I'm Dana, I'm like, dude, let's not. Hey, Nowitzki, let's chill, Bubba. Let's take a chill pill. Let's just do this. He's paying his due. Chill the fuck out, man. What else you got?
There's more updates on this too. So when they tested the samples when Cody fought TJ, those tests, the before and after, they didn't show for EPO. So Cody was, thinking that he was probably on EPO during those times, but they tested those and they weren't.
So they only test the Henry Cejudo fight?
No, so they tested this as well. But this is what I'm thinking too. Like they didn't have that. They tested that during the time they were fighting. So whenever they fought, they specifically tested for EPO. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't, depending on.
But they didn't have the level of testing they do now.
That exactly.
So are they going back to test Cody's?
If they have the samples available, since they already tested it, sometimes they throw it away.
Oh wow. Hopefully for TJ's sake they don't have it.
Yeah.
Hopefully for Cody's sake they do have it. God dang, man.
All right, there's more on this. Dana White said he was pissed off that they couldn't catch it the first time. and also that they don't test for EPO all the time. But I heard it's super expensive. That's why they don't do it.
Because I think they have to do blood, right?
Yeah.
What shocked me is what I'm paying USADA, and that didn't get caught earlier. That's what shocked me. I know Jeff Nowitzki came out and explained it. He knows better than I do, but still, there's no excuse for that. It bothers me to spend all this money for USADA. I heard it's a ton of money to make sure there's a fair playing field. So I'm always 100% confident if you're doing something, you're going to get caught. That wasn't the case. That bothers me. That's fair. You're paying a shitload of money.
When he says that,
we can only test for EPO every other. It's like, what the fuck?
So when he says that, what clicked in my head is like, is that a move to say like he's saying they messed up, I don't want them around anymore? Like he's just putting that out there.
I wish you get rid of them, but no. What else do you have?
All right, if you have not already, hit that subscribe button with its notification bell so you can stay up to date with my future uploads, and leave a comment in the comment box below what you thought of the video, and tune in for more on the MMA news outlet. Thank you.